up, pull up.
Alright, welcome back to my show, my YouTube channel, Hangers079, where we are playing Star Trek Bridge Commander. Because I love this game. The best freaking
Your orders, Captain.
Yes, sir?
the best Star Trek game ever. What? You don't like it? Fight me, bitch. I'm not talking about you. Sorry, number one. I trust you. Is my viewers. No, it is the children who are wrong. No, this is the only game I know of to really put you in the captain's chair and make you feel like you're in an episode of Star Trek. Alright, so without further ado, I'm gonna start the single-player campaign. Actually, but first we're gonna watch the intro movie. Just kind of get set the stage, okay? So we're gonna do that. Gonna exit and come back in. Everything's gone dark. And we're gonna watch that intro movie and I'll shut up.
Captain's personal log, stardate 54303.1. Our new first officer is working out nicely.
That's
quite
us.
capable, though mildly lacking in experience. The commander will gain that with time. My ship has been assigned to the Vesuvi system to investigate the unusual solar activity hampering colonization in the Maelstrom. I hope to learn more at the Vesuvi 4 terraforming station, the sole Federation outpost in this region of space. We are also on alert for any Cardassian activity. Despite Starfleet's claims, I doubt we've seen the last of them here.
Icarus 2 is approaching the station. Sir, we're getting some very strange readings from that star.
Commander, emergency message from the captain. On screen.
Star. My God. Its core is destabilizing. Get the ship out of here, now!
Sir, warp engine's not responding. Routing emergency power to impulse engines.
Picking up an unidentified object warping out of the system. I can't get a good reading on it.
We've cleared the system, sir. Setting course for Starbase 12 for emergency repair, as ordered.
It is a good looking ship. You know what? I was talking shit earlier. I still got my preferences, but Galaxy class is it's pretty great. All right, so that's the opening movie, and we're gonna do a new game. I'm just gonna do regular old captain difficulty level because I don't really need to they pipe you in. That's cool. I don't want to, I don't feel like I need to flex my gaming muscles on this too much. Just want to like chill and enjoy it. And definitely gonna go on some nerd rants. Definitely.
Captain on the bridge.
Incoming message from Admiral Liu. On screen.
Captain, I'm glad to see you're settling into the center chair. I'm Admiral Liu, Chief of Starfleet Operations in the Maelstrom. Starfleet has a delicate assignment for you. The impact of the Vesuvi event is still being assessed. The Dragos colony was completely destroyed when the solar wave you reported consumed Vesuvi 2. Both the Geki mining operation and the Haven colony at the edge of the system have suffered severe damage. A supply and support convoy is being assembled. However, this will take some time. Your job will be to make sure the immediate needs of Geki and Haven are met. I know your chief engineer hasn't had time to hammer out all the kinks after receiving your emergency repairs.
Yeah, he'll do
But the Dauntless is the only ship in the area equipped to take on this operation. Proceed to Starbase 12 to take on emergency medical supplies, personnel, engineers, and equipment for the relief of the Geki and Haven colonies. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise will join you aboard Dauntless for this mission. The captain recently was a guest lecturer at the Academy and has accompanied your new first officer from Earth. When your mission is completed, deliver Captain Picard to Bironu Station, where he will be speaking at a symposium. Time is of the essence, Captain. Unnecessary delays will cost lives. Liu out.
So this takes
Yes,
place.
the ruins on Tega 6 are spectacular.
Sir.
I'll be sure to mention your good taste in my formal report.
Captain, I thought formal reports covered more serious matters.
They do indeed. And I must say you have certainly done a thorough review of your new crewmates, Commander. I commend your efficiency.
Thank you, Captain.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard, a pleasure to meet you. I understand you served as this vessel's first officer. I knew Captain Wright. We went to the Academy together. You have my sincere condolences on his loss. However, if he saw fit to select you as his number one, I'm sure you'll do extremely well commanding the Dauntless.
Thank you.
I would like to introduce you to your new first officer, Commander Safi Larson.
Captain, I'm looking forward to working with you.
It was my good fortune and pleasure to accompany the commander to Starbase 12. It's been a while since I've been on the bridge of a Galaxy-class starship. It seems so familiar to me from the years I spent aboard the Enterprise D.
Sir, perhaps Captain Picard could take the Dauntless out of dry dock.
No, Commander, that would be presumptuous. I'm sure her new captain would like to take the Dauntless out for the first time.
Please, sir, be our guest. We insist.
Yeah, we
That
do.
is
It's
most
freaking
kind.
Picard.
I would be honored. Commander Larson, if you
No,
will take
we're
the station.
honored.
Commander Larson will keep track of your mission objectives and current orders, Captain. Your first officer can be the greatest resource at your disposal. As a former first, you've already had that experience yourself. Commander Larson, bring us to Condition Green and ready the ship for departure.
Aye, sir. Condition green. All hands rig for departure.
Chief, please bring the main deflector, warp drive, and impulse engines online, and make sure our warp intermix ratio is at optimum efficiency.
Aye, Captain. Main deflector and main drive systems register as ready.
Mr. Diaz, bring main sensors online. Check that all worker bees in the area are clear.
Yes, sir. Main sensors online. Registering all worker bees out of dry dock area, Captain.
Mr. Savali, please bring the structural integrity fields online and make sure our tactical systems are primed and ready.
Shields and defensive systems registering as fully operational, sir. We have a full torpedo complement and the structural integrity fields are engaged for transit.
Ensign Lomar, clear all moorings and take us out easy. 1/4 impulse.
He already knows the names
Please
of my
signal
crew.
the quartermaster.
I see
We're
Red Staff
heading
is
out.
report.
Signaling dry dock. All moorings cleared. 1/4 impulse.
And
Aye.
Picard knows everything.
Captain, the bridge is yours. If you would like, take a moment to inspect each of the stations. If you would like any advice, feel free to consult with me.
Yeah, far be it from me to ignore the advice of the infallible Captain Picard. So, but I know how to do all this stuff. You know what? We select crew by clicking on them.
To select a station, simply send to the desired officer
Welcome
in
back,
view
sir.
and
Those
click the
captains
left
bid
command
suit
mouse
you.
button.
Congratulations, sir. Captain Wright would be very proud of you. Your orders, sir.
Number 1,
Your orders, Captain?
science.
Congratulations, Commander. I mean Captain. Your orders, sir. It'll be good to be back in space again, sir.
Chief.
Congratulations, Captain. Your orders, sir?
Report.
This first warp jump will give me a chance to look over the intermix ratio. Simulations are never as good as the real thing.
Tactical.
Yes, sir?
How we doing?
Tactical systems are looking good, sir. I think she's ready for anything.
Helm?
Yes, Captain?
Everything cool?
Shall I set a course for Starbase 12, sir?
Yeah, we'll get to it. So, for you, my viewers, thanks also for sticking around. I'm gonna give you a little tour of the bridge. You, I'm sure, know and love the bridge of the Enterprise D. You know, Galaxy class. I mean, if you're like me, you probably grew up looking at this thing a lot, and you kind of know how things are laid out. But this is a little different than the Enterprise D. You notice you got Helm here on the left and Tactical on the right. Where in the Enterprise D we had Worf here, where or before that Tasha Yar. Tactical here where Chief Brex is. Engineering, I think, was going to be back here against the back wall. Science was... There were all these stations back here that were like interchangeable. Science, engineering, you know. So we have engineering, we have science, first officer, tactical, and helm.
Captain?
Oh, see, voice attack. And this is, you have different guest stars at different points in the campaign. And right now we have
Yes,
Captain.
Captain?
What are we doing?
You can do this by asking her for a list of your current objectives. When you do, the commander will be able to give you more specific information.
Sir, we should head to Starbase 12 to pick up the supplies.
Yes? To warp, a destination must first be selected. Direct the ensign to
Course
set a
laid
course.
in.
Then designate the desired destination, in this case, Starbase 12. Give Ensign Lomar the order to warp.
Please remember, Starfleet safety regulations
Yes,
demand
Captain.
that a starship drop out of warp at the outer edge of a system. From that point, you may then continue on to
Yes,
the
sir.
inner planets of a system at a reduced warp factor.
I didn't want to warp just yet. I wanted to show you what all the stations did and kind of use the targeting system to see what was around the dry dock there. We'll get to it. But, you know,
have arrived at
I'm not
Starbase
going to
12,
countermand.
Shall I
Captain
bring
Picard.
us in closer to the starbase, sir?
We will not be able to initiate a dock until we are closer to the starbase. Ensign Lomar can bring us in closer by flying to the starbase nav point.
Yes, sir?
I'll stop.
Aye, aye.
Right, so the helm does what you think the
Your
helm
orders,
does.
Captain.
She also does communications, so you can hail nearby starships, stations, planets, all that other stuff. Report, like, each of them at different points in the story, they'll have something else to say.
Your orders.
You can choose planets to orbit, shield program nav points, and like that will put us close to Starbase 12, or home away from home. You can do an intercept course if there's another ship that you got targeted, like the USS Nautilus here. You can do an intercept on it,
Intercept course plotted.
and she will fly us there very quickly. And if it's moving, she will do an actual intercept course. Budapest. Oh wow, what class is that? USS Devore. And you can scan. Oh yeah. So T and Y cycle through the targets. I like the Miranda class. Tactical
Yes, sir.
does what you think Tactical does. You blow shit up. He likes to blow shit up. He's kind of a cool character in the show. See.
Incoming message from Starbase 12, sir.
All right, put it on.
Good day, Dauntless. I'm Commander Graff, commander here at Starbase 12. It's good to see your ship back in one piece. We've assembled the supplies for your mission, Captain. We will transfer them over to your cargo base once you've docked.
Shall I initiate docking procedures, Captain?
Starbase 12 is the main staging area for Federation operations in the Maelstrom. Any damage repairs or resupply needs you have will be attended to here.
Yeah, so when we get our
Yes?
asses kicked by Cardassians or whatever, if we get some holes in our hull, Starbase 12 will be the one to repair it. So yeah, so the tactical
Your
officer,
orders, Captain?
you use him to select different targets. You've got a list of whatever your sensors are picking up in the local system here, and you can do that, and then you can issue orders to him. manual fire is where you're going to take over and actually, take the shots, I think. Phasers only. Save your torpedoes. Target at will. Just let him pick whatever target he thinks is priority, and he'll engage it. And you can disable. You can give him orders, evasive maneuvers. He'll disable targets rather than outright destroying them. He'll use low intensity phasers to take out engines, and I think, I don't know, engines and weapons or shields or something like that. Stop. He stops firing, and destroy obviously does what destruction means. And you can give him different tactical maneuvers, close distance, maintain distance, separate distance. You can space things out.
Yes, sir.
Tactics, you can let him choose at will, or he can do left phaser attack, right, fore, aft, top, bottom shields. So you can have him attack different shit at the enemy target, and he'll try to do that. He's pretty good at it. So if you want to feel like a captain, you
Your
can
orders, Captain.
in a fight. You can sit here and give him your wishes, and he'll carry it out. I like to go into external view and actually take physical, manual control of the ship and fire the weapons and stuff like that, because I'm a starfighter guy. But it's up to you how you want to do that. So if you WASD, you point your ship, Q and E roll your ship, and then to fire your phasers, you click and hold the left mouse button, and to fire your torpedoes, assuming the tubes are lined up. See how those little green brackets, once they touch, they're got a really good chance of hitting. And the farther apart they are, the lower the chance is. Number 1.
Your orders, sir?
Your first officer will set different alert statuses, and they each do something. It's not just for plot anymore. Green is this. What these do is, I'll show you, Chief. Chief.
Your orders, sir?
The different alerts change your power level settings, is what they do in this game. So check this out. Yellow alert. Yellow alert.
Yellow alert. Shields up.
Yeah, so that'll put your shields up, but not your weapons. Condition green.
Cancel yellow alert.
Red alert.
Your orders, Captain?
Yes, sir?
What that does is activates everything to 100%. Weapons, engines, sensors, and shields. And you'll see here, you've got this is power demands. Let's go, well, we'll talk about engineering in a second. So that's what the alert statuses do.
Your orders, Captain?
She has a log of if you miss any dialogue, you can read it here. You can contact Admiral Liu here if you need, like, hey, I need to contact Starfleet for some reason. A lot of times that doesn't go through.
Aye, Captain. All stations, damage report. Impulse engines are fully functional. Warp engines fully functional, Captain.
Phaser array is fully functional. Torpedo system is fully functional, Captain. Tractor beam is fully functional, Captain.
Sensor system is fully functional.
Hull integrity at 100%. Shields are at 100%.
Are you loving this game yet? Because I do. Condition green.
Cancel red alert.
She also does the
Yes,
quick
sir?
battle setup, but that's not during the campaign. She'll also tell you what your next objectives are, in case you forget where the hell you are.
Sir, we should head to Starbase 12 to pick up the supplies.
And she will professionally nag you if you are dillying around like I am right now. Okay, Chief. Chief.
Yes, Captain?
So, he can give you a report on what's damaged. As you saw them all do. You can manually set these power levels. In the Galaxy class is an extremely efficient warp core, so you can run at red alert kind of indefinitely. Red alert. Red alert.
Captain?
I don't know why it keeps pulling me over to first officer there.
Your orders, sir?
Probably my voice attack setting. So, you see how this blue thing is here? It says warp core. So this means that your warp core can power this stuff indefinitely. This is if the bar is in the blue here, if your power levels, you can see they're color coded according to what system is. See the red there for the engines. What's using power? You can see as I boost it up there, that the top of this line, those little yellow bars go into the yellow bracket here, which means that's going to slowly start draining your main battery. right? So you've got warp core, a main battery, and reserve power, and if you run out of all of it, you're in deep trouble, and you won't be able to do a whole hell of a lot with your ship. So you can run like this for a while. If you're in combat or something like that, you can crank your engines, shields, weapons up here, and you know, if you can take your enemies out quickly, more quickly that way, it's worth it, right? So you drain this, and then Chief will pipe up and say, "Hey, reserve power, you know, whatever, we've drained reserve power." Then he'll say, "Oh, we drained the main battery," and you know, etc., etc. So that's what this stuff does. The Sovereign class, if I remember correctly, is a little more power hungry. You can see how these are recharging right now. At least they should be. Condition green. Condition green.
Cancel red alert.
And see how that drops way down. You know, if you're in condition green, it's just engines and sensors. And this will boost your sensor range, make your torpedoes more accurate. This makes you go faster, obviously. Weapons that will increase your phaser recharge rate, shield generator that will, you know, shield regeneration rate. I don't think it boosts the power of any, like, I don't think it makes your phaser stronger, and I don't think it makes your shield stronger, but it just like makes them regenerate faster. And that's the bridge. That's all you got to know. Oh yeah, you've also got this navigation. You got this map, which is really cool. You can actually steer the ship from here. As you can see in 3D space, like where everything is. Yeah, any nearby planets you'll see. I think it looks really cool. It looks like stellar cartography. Oh, cool! I love it! Freaking nebula. Love this game. I love Star Trek. I don't know if you noticed that. Okay, helm. Let's get back to it. Helm.
Your orders, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's head to Starbase 12. And just because I'm a really big dork, I'm probably going to say the commands out loud. Just because, yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? You know. I'm not weird, you're weird. Oh, yeah. Oh, science. I forgot science.
Captain?
So we can do an area scan, and there's often times in the story where that's necessary. So if there's any contacts that you're not picking up, you can scan the area and he'll pick them up. He'll pick up enemy ships, friendly ships, whatever is in the area, asteroids. And Chief can...
Your orders, sir?
He can boost the power to the sensor array, and Miguel Diaz
yes,
here
sir?
can... he'll get a better scan range, and you can also, if you target something, like the USS Nautilus here. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
You can have him scan that target.
Initiating scan.
So he'll do a focus scan on that object, and if there's anything funky about it, you know, he'll be able to tell you. He'll say probably nothing unusual here because it's just a background ship.
I'm not picking up anything else, Captain.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna talk
Docking
Starbase
sequence
12.
initiated.
Oh man, have you ever piloted a ship out of space dock?
Welcome to your home away from home, Captain.
We are secure to take on ship supplies, sir.
Transferring supplies.
Yeah, so we'll move a little more quickly now that we know, you know,
Cargo Bays 3 and 4 report supplies have been received and stowed for transport.
how the ship works.
Transporter Room 2 reports that the medical and engineering teams have beamed aboard, sir.
All right, helm. Helm.
Your orders, Captain.
Laying a course. Let's see. Vesuvi.
Course laid in.
And I need to work on that thing. I've been thinking about this for years. So Picard says engage.
Yes, Captain.
Where's the flash? What would I say? What would I say? Like warp 6. I can't say engage. It's already taken. So what is that thing?
We have arrived at the edge of the Vesuvi system, sir. We are being hailed by the Haven colony. Opening channel.
Let's roll.
This is Director Tobin Soames. It's good to see you, Dauntless. We have quite a situation on our hands. The Vesuvi event has sent stellar debris into our region. Some larger pieces have settled near our orbital facility. This debris will make it impossible for the incoming supply convoy to transfer their cargo.
Cool headband.
Before you beam down the relief supplies to the surface, Please clear the area around the orbital facility. Contact me when you are done. Thank you. Soames out.
Not the most challenging assignment, but it'll be a good weapons test.
Perhaps now will be a good time to look over the tactical systems.
Yeah, sure.
When you interface with Mr. Savali at the tactical station in front and to the right of you, you will see the tactical overlay. This tactical overlay will enable you to feed orders directly into Mr. Savali's station. Contacts within range of the Dauntless are listed on the left below the Lieutenant's orders. To target any contacts that register here, click the name of the target listed below the Lieutenant's orders. Select one of the pieces of debris. Before engaging, we will need to power the weapons. Changing alert
shields
levels
up.
will automatically bring certain systems on or offline. Red alert, for example, will bring weapons and shield levels to 100%. At condition green, these systems are powered down. Yellow alert will bring the shields online, but leave the weapons powered down. Since we want the weapons online, order red alert. Now that our weapons and shields are online, let's turn our attention to the targeting reticle. It provides all the basic information on the target. The name of the selected target is displayed along the top with its overall health just below. Your distance to the target and its speed are displayed along the bottom. Perhaps Lieutenant Savali should be
Engaging to
given the
destroy,
order
Captain.
to destroy the target. To order Lieutenant Savali to engage the current target, select the Destroy Subsystems order located at the top of the interface. Please turn your attention to the weapons display in the lower right of the tactical interface. The weapons readiness display indicates the charge of the various phaser arcs in the upper and lower saucer arrays, and the status of the forward and aft torpedo tubes.
Man,
Notice
tore 'em
that
up.
green indicates that a weapon is primed and ready. As a weapon is discharged, its display will change to red. The gray arcs within the phaser display show which firing arcs the target is within. The weapons control
That's the
panel
last
is
of
just
debris.
to the left of the
Shall I
weapons
raise the
display.
column, sir?
The weapons control panel allows you to select torpedo spreads and types, as well as phaser intensity.
Yeah, so you can see down here, you've got your arcs. You can see a little gray box around the phaser array that
It also
is towards
contains
your
the
target.
toggle for engaging the fore and aft tractor beams.
Where is that tractor? Oh yeah, it's right here.
Next are the shield and damage status displays for both the current target and the Dauntless. Along with the current shield level, it displays all damaged, disabled, and destroyed subsystems on the ship. If you wish to take a more direct role in weapons control, select manual fire.
I actually haven't used that.
If you wish the lieutenant to use his own judgment in selecting targets, order him to target at will. Lieutenant Savali will then engage the next enemy target after the current one is destroyed. There is also a direct tactical interface for those situations in which you feel precise control is necessary
That's
for the
this guy.
survival of your ship. To know more about this interface, look to your captain's manual. It covers this mode of starship operation in detail.
Oh, that's a heavy. Oh, it's a regular class. Cool. I don't know if it's a regular class, but it's the same class as a regular one from Star Trek II, which itself, I think, is a reuse of Kirk, the orbital office that Kirk was on in the first movie. They just flipped it upside down, if I remember correctly. I think that's what is that what that was? I don't know. All right, so that's the Haven facility. So let's helm. Helm.
Yes, sir?
Condition green.
Cancel red alert.
Sir, the orbital facility is currently unmanned.
Oh, okay, right.
Hailing frequencies open.
Thank you for clearing the station, but it looks like we have bigger problems now. The sensors on our orbital facility have just picked up a number of planetary fragments on a collision course with our planet. We are already in a weakened state after the Vesuvi event, and it's doubtful we could take many hits.
Director Soames, get your people into whatever shelters you have available. We'll do what we can from up here.
Thank you, Dauntless. Soames out.
I recommend an initial scan of the area so we can get a better idea
Science.
of what we're up against.
Captain, initiating scan. Picking up the fragments in our sensor, sir.
Red
Looks
alert.
like we have a total of 5 large
Captain?
planetary fragments in 2 groups. Looks like they're all headed toward Haven. If we can get to them quickly enough, there's a pretty good chance we can take them all out.
Stellar
orders, sir.
cartography should be able to present a
Intercept
good
course
idea of
plotted.
the fragment's relative distance to the colony.
Your orders, sir? Engaging to destroy, Captain.
This is going to be stellar cartography, so we're going to want fragment. Well, we're moving, huh?
Sir, the fragments are closing on the planet. We might
Moving
still have
into
time
attack
to catch
range.
them.
I want to get the one that's closest to the planet. Let's see. Oh, wow, dude,
To get a
shows the
higher
phasers.
recharge rate on the phasers, Chief Brex can boost power to the weapons array. Be careful not to rob power from other
Moving
essential
into attack
systems.
range.
By taking an active role in allocating power between your shields, weapons, and propulsion system, your vessel's capabilities can be augmented to suit the situation. Perhaps Lieutenant Savali should be given the order to destroy the target.
I just took manual control, guys, because I wanted to do that. Alright, next target. I love that sound. Damn. So as the phaser drains, you have to rotate your ship. It's faster to spin and fire than. Well, looks like they changed that a little bit. But, you really got to rotate those arcs around to keep fire sustained. So that's the thing with the Starfleet ships. They have really good phaser coverage. There's no blind spots usually. You're gonna get at least one phaser on you.
Might I recommend diverting some power to the impulse engines?
Oh, you
It will
might.
increase the
Your
ship's
orders,
speed
Captain?
and decrease the time it takes to get from one set of fragments to another.
Helm. Intercept.
Intercept course plotted.
Tactical. Destroy
Engaging to destroy, Captain. Moving into attack range.
that. Line up the rear tubes, dude. There we go.
Sweeping through phaser arcs.
Good shooting,
Sir,
Mr.
we
Savelli.
did it. All incoming fragments have been reduced to non-lethal sizes.
We are being hailed by the Haven
Friendly
colony.
target selected.
Opening channel.
Holding fire.
The
Condition
people
grade.
of Haven owe you and your
Cancel
crew a
red
debt
alert.
of gratitude, Captain.
Chief.
We owe our
Your orders,
lives
sir?
to your courage and quick thinking. Again, we thank you. If you will put your ship into orbit, we can transfer the relief supplies.
Captain, standing by to establish orbit, Captain. Standard orbit. Aye, sir.
It's a purple star. Okay. Magenta or something. Yeah, so the torpedo spreads, you can do a full spread. It'll shoot like all your torps at once, but they kind of shotgun out and they spread out. And they tend not to hit so well. So I find it better to just fire them in single. And it sounds cool.
Entering standard orbit. Incoming transmission.
I am sending coordinates for your people to beam down. My sub-directors will advise them when they arrive.
Coordinates received, Captain. Our teams will begin beaming down supplies and personnel immediately.
Thank you, Captain. We weren't prepared for a disaster of this magnitude. Admiral Liu told us what happened to the Dragos colony. We've been unable to contact Mr. Takahara on the Geki mining colony. I can only hope their outpost survived the effects of the disturbance. We do have some industrial replicators in storage. If they would be of assistance, we would be happy to loan them to the Geki colonists.
That's cool of you.
Thank you, Director Soames. I'm sure they could make use of them in their repairs. From the reports we have, their damage is extensive.
Sir, all supplies and equipment have been beamed down. We're bringing the replicators up now.
Again, thank you, Dauntless.
No,
I
thank
don't know
you.
what would have happened if you hadn't arrived when you did.
Well, the asteroids would have
Transport
hit you.
complete. We can get underway, Captain.
Incoming message from Starfleet, sir.
Captain, one of our ships, the Sovereign, is on its way to our space dock facilities for refitting. She's manned by a skeleton crew and is being escorted by 2 Klingon birds of prey. Her captain, Jonathan Soto, has reported a breakdown in her warp drive, and she's had to lay over in the Tevron system. The Klingons are under orders to divert to Birnu Station and will not be able to stay with her. However, they will be able to transport Captain Picard there with them. Rendezvous with the Sovereign in the Tevron system and join the escort. Once the Sovereign is underway again, you are to continue your mission and deliver the relief supplies to the Geki colony. Liu out.
Alright, so Admiral's orders, we're going to hold on to the replicators for a minute, because we gotta go meet up with USS Sovereign. Which is cool, because, right, so state of Starfleet right now, if I understand correctly, is, like this. This is after Generations, you can tell by the uniforms and the pixels. And he says, former captain of a Galaxy-class ship, right? So, he's captain of the Enterprise E right now, which is Sovereign class.
Your orders, Captain.
Second, if I remember correctly, right now there are 2 Sovereign class ships: the Sovereign and the Enterprise E. Which, where are we going? The Tevron system.
Course laid in.
I think it was a response to the Borg. Like, it was designed to fight, which to me, like, it's cool as shit. I like the Sovereign class, really awesome, but to me it doesn't really seem very Enterprise-y. Enterprise, like that, like stately and inspiring and very exploracious, and it can fight very, it's a fighting ship also, but that's not really its main purpose. So the Enterprise E is a departure. That's a combat ship with like that's also an explorer instead of the reverse. Which makes sense. I mean, they had a lot of threats. There's the Dominion and the Borg. You can't get complacent. But the Enterprise to me is like a ship of peace and exploration and helping people. It's not a combat monster, at least not in spirit. What I do love the Enterprise E. Anyway, Sovereign class, right? So the Sovereign will be the lead ship of her class. That's why it's called Sovereign class. And at this point in the story, Sovereign is, I think, they were doing some tests, but basically she's been mothballed and not really. It was like a prototype.
Captain.
And not really ready. And then the Enterprise E, the second ship of the class, is.
Yes, sir. Leaving orbit.
It's the freaking Enterprise. You mean it was from such films as First Contact, Insurrection, and Nemesis.
Approaching the Tevron system, sir.
Any sign of the Sovereign and her escorts, Mr. Diaz?
I have 3 ships holding in orbit around Tevron 2, Commander.
Alright. Navigation. Is that Tevron 2? Oh, there we go. Science.
Your orders, Captain.
Let's give it a scan.
Initiating scan. That's the Sovereign, Captain. And 2 birds of prey.
Shall I hail the Sovereign, sir?
Helm.
Your orders, sir.
Hail him. Cool view, huh?
Your orders, Captain. Intercept course plotted. Channel open. Captain Soto, sir. On screen.
Congratulations on your promotion to command, Captain.
Nice chair.
I'm glad to see you here.
I think I like it.
Repairs are progressing, but we only have a skeleton crew on board, so it's taking some time. We've had to take the impulse engines offline, so we're immobile until the repairs are complete.
This would have been only a ferrying assignment. He's undoubtedly short-handed.
Incoming message, sir. Captain Draxon of the Rancouf, sir. On screen.
Hail, Captain. Your timely arrival frees my ship and the Traor to depart for Biranu Station. However, there is something you must know before we leave. My tactical officer reported suspicious readings on his scanners on our way here.
Oh?
Suspicious in what way, sir?
2 very faint readings, fading in and out. He thinks we may have been followed by at least 2 vessels, cloaked.
I mean, you guys
Your
would
scanners could be out of sync.
Not on my ship,
How may I
Lieutenant.
assist?
No! I speak truth. I would stay, but our duty demands we reach Biranu Station on our timetable. Be on guard, Captain.
Excuse me,
Draxon
sirs,
out.
but we have company. 2 warbirds uncloaking to starboard.
That's a big ship.
They're hailing us, sir. On screen.
Greetings, Captain. I am Toren, commanding the warbird Soryak.
With respect, Captain, do you have some business with us?
The Romulan Star Empire is well aware of the incident in the Vesuvi system. That was troubling. Now we have further cause for concern. The Enterprise has been patrolling the Maelstrom for quite some time. Now Starfleet has introduced this second Sovereign-class ship to the Maelstrom. A somewhat disputed area. We must question the reasons for its presence and its relationship to the Vesuvi event.
I can assure you neither Starfleet nor the Federation knows any more than you do about the cause of the Vesuvi incident.
2 Sovereign-class vessels raise vast suspicions, Commander. Suspicions we are prepared to act on. Now.
Sir, the Klingons have raised their shields and are powering up weapons.
What?
Let us see if these Romulans are truly prepared to act on these veiled threats.
Who is threatening whom, Klingon?
I do not threaten. I challenge.
The Klingons have opened fire, Captain.
Very well.
Firing on the Sovereign.
We shall play.
The Sovereign has taken some hits.
Incoming transmission.
Stop. We're losing shield integrity. Down 25%. I'm shifting
Red
more
alert.
power to the shield, but I don't think they'll hold.
Red alert, shields
Daunt,
up.
this is yours, Captain.
Science. Let's get a scan. See if we can
Initiating scan.
I don't think we can.
Warbirds uncloaking again. They're firing.
Captain Draxon on screen.
I'm not picking up anything else,
We
Captain.
are attacking them, Anima. Join us. Out.
Report, Lieutenant.
Damn.
Looks like the Klingons are doing a good job at distracting the warbird.
While the Romulans are busy with the birds of prey, we can take a moment to plan our attack. Your
So-
phaser fire will be more effective if you target specific subsystems of the warbirds.
Yo. Let's take out their weapons. Usually that's the best way to go on these things, if I remember correctly. Chief. Alright, get away. Get the menu out. Oi.
Status on the Romulans, Lieutenant.
Looks like we've bloodied their noses a bit.
They're turning about and cloaking.
We've taken some damage, Captain. I would recommend that you check with your chief and prioritize repairs.
Chief. Yeah, you got it right. Yellow alert.
Where are they?
Stand down weapons.
Come on.
All stations,
Uncloak again.
yellow alert.
You don't get your wish, Ensign. Looks like they've gone.
I'll stop.
Klingon birds of prey uncloaking.
Captain Draxon, sir. On screen.
It's past time for us to go on to Biranu Station, Captain. Although, this has been an interesting skirmish.
I am also due at Biranu Station, Captain Draxon. With
Need
your
to lose
permission,
you.
I will transfer to your ship for the
Yes.
final leg of the journey.
Picard.
We will be honored by your presence, Captain. Make your preparations and transport to us when you are ready. Draxon out.
I'll take my leave of you now, Captain. Good luck.
Thank you, Captain. Farewell.
Always straighten the uniform when standing. Starfleet regulations. Gotta give it that little tug.
Transporter room reports Captain Picard is ready to beam over to the Rancouf, sir. Lowering shields for transport. Transporting now. Captain Picard has transferred to the Klingon ship.
Long-range scanners indicate another ship entering this system. It's the Zukov.
Incoming message from the Zukov, sir. Captain Verada in command, on screen.
Ambassador class?
Dauntless, we have been assigned to complete the escort of the Sovereign to space dock. We will stand by until she is ready. You may proceed to the Vesuvi system to supply the surviving colonies there. Verata, out.
Transmission from Sovereign, sir. On screen.
We've been able to make sufficient repairs to allow us to warp, Captain. We're heading on to Starbase 12 with the Zukov. Thanks for your help. Soto out.
The Klingons are leaving, sir.
I suggest we do the same. We have to complete our run to the Vesuvi system, sir. Starfleet regulations require us to drop out of warp at the edge of the Vesuvi system before proceeding to the inner planets.
I'm aware of that regulation, number one. Thank you.
Yes, sir?
Right, so one thing I was kind of curious about with this ship, the Dauntless, Galaxy class, right? I mean, so according to the Starfleet Technical Manual, which I have, everybody should have that. It's a fantastic book. I think there were, as of when that was written, I think there were like 4 Galaxy class ships. I mean, they were for the time they were that big and that you know, pricey. They're resource intensive or expensive, whatever you want to call it. So there was the Galaxy, USS Galaxy, the lead ship. There was the Yamato, which ended up getting destroyed on one of the episodes, I think. And then there's the Enterprise D, and there was another one. Was it the Odyssey? Odyssey ends up getting blown up in one of the episodes of DS9, which was supposed to be a plot point. It's like, oh man, the Dominion are really powerful. They can take down the friggin' Galaxy class ship. It was going to be, if I remember correctly, that was going to be the demise of the Enterprise D. That was good. That was what was in the script. That was it was supposed to be, you know, blown to shit, and you're supposed to be like, oh, holy crap. I can't believe the Enterprise D got blown up. So they had some discussion, and I don't know, I wasn't in the room, but obviously that's not how it happened. Instead, they had a ship that was just like the Enterprise destroyed. Spoiler alert, we're gonna get to command the USS Sovereign later in the game. Why do you think that might happen? Yeah, so like this is like at least the 4th or 5th Galaxy class ship, and there's I don't know if they built more since how many more they've been built since Encounter at Farpoint, or
your orders, Captain.
Even All Good Things. I don't know. I don't think there's been a list. I think it's whatever the plot demands. Actually, it is pretty much all the technology in Star Trek is like, well, it's only as strong and powerful.
Aye, aye.
Or weak as the plot requires. Anyway, so I'm going to cut it there and start a new video, and we'll pick up right where we left off. I think I'm going to try, I don't know if I got the energy to stay up all night and do this, but I'm going to pick right up. Thanks for watching. Good hunting, as always. And I'll be right back with more Star Trek Bridge Commander.